Today on our sports media and pop culture podcast, I want to talk a little bit about sports politics. Mainly, the thing I want to focus on is the whole situation with Le'Veon Bell. So, for people who don't know, Le'Veon Bell is currently a running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. In 2017, he was one of the top running backs in all of the league. Well-run running back, known for just being basically a game changer, honestly. But basically, what's going on is starting at the end of the 2017 season in the offseason, Le'Veon Bell and the Steelers needed to come to an agreement on a contract. So the Steelers wanted to offer Le'Veon a $14.5 million contract extension. However, Le'Veon believed that he himself was worth more than that. So all throughout the offseason and the preseason, they continue to kind of go back and forth, saying Le'Veon wanted more money, Steelers didn't want to give him the money, but everyone thought that eventually this would be resolved because, no one wants to see the star running back of a franchise sit out games. But the season rolls around, week 1 passes, Le'Veon's still not here. And this continues on. Kept going, week 3, 4, 5, etc. Now, people started to get worried because the NFL has a deadline set in their rules that if a player does not report to a team by week 12, then they will not be able to participate in the rest of the season. So at first, the public really was behind Le'Veon Bell and his decision. He claimed in 2017 he wanted to retire as Steeler and that he really was enjoying playing with the Steelers franchise, and that really rallied a large part of Pittsburgh behind the running back as he was trying to make this stand to kind of display his net worth. But then week 12 would roll around, that deadline where he needed to decide to play or not, and though he came back to Pittsburgh, he decided not to report and play, ruling him ineligible for the entire 2018 season. He was quoted by saying, "I've got to take this stand knowing my worth and knowing I can tear a ligament or surgery anytime. I knew I couldn't play 16 games." But with that quote, it became clear that at this point, Le'Veon was done with Pittsburgh and looking to move on to some other team and try his chances in the offseason through trades, simply because he wanted more money, which leads me really to the politics of this whole thing. Is the NFL itself becoming money-based? Every franchise is going to try to squeeze out every bit of money out of every corner that they can, but I think at this point it's really starting to affect the game, not only in football, but all professional sports in general. You see in stuff like baseball with the pitch clock and things like that, trying to shorten the game for entertainment purposes. That way they can continue to keep fans and viewers watching the game and interested in order to keep up that revenue. But is there really a place for money in the world of sports? Sport itself has always been kind of, you play for the love of the game. And now with players like Le'Veon taking this stand simply because he wanted more than $14.5 million a year, it seems a little outlandish to me. I think that this really could open the door to other players, other top players, really kind of doing similar or having similar ideas, especially with the personalities you see in today's world, like Odell Beckham and kind of those personalities. It really is not outlandish to say that we could see something very, very similar. And even though Le'Veon was a top running back in 2017 before, him trying his chances in free agency in the offseason, is he really going to be able to sustain these numbers to where he is able to meet his set self-worth that he has? And the next really point leads me to self-image. Should these players really be the ones to set their own worth? Again, with personalities like that, I feel like egos and things can get a little inflated, and it can lead to people thinking they're worth a whole lot more than really they are. So athletes should set their own bar for how good they want to be and how they want to play, but leave their contracts and leave their own self-worth really to be set set up by their agents.